Good evening, everybody. I'd like to call the October 21st, 2025 Board of Elections Absentee Board meeting to order, if I may. First item on the agenda is for the Pledge of Allegiance. Allison?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We have an agenda here tonight. Are there any additions or deletions to the agenda? Short one. Hearing none. Can I have a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. The next item on the agenda is the approval of the October 14th regular and absentee ballot meeting. Everybody's had an opportunity to review the minutes that were forwarded over to us.
Yes.
Sure.
I move we approve the minutes as written.
We have a motion to approve. Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, that's unanimous. Next item on the agenda is public comment, and I don't see any members of the public here this evening, so we will move along. First new item of business, a review of absentee ballots.
So we have today to present a whopping 13 civilian by mail absentee ballots. You already have the report up there, so I'm gonna go ahead and start them down here with Ms. Bossbach. What you're looking for, just to remind people, and since we're on live, I'll let them know as well. You're looking for the voter signature, 2 witnesses, or a notary on the back, and then you'll have their ID over here, okay? There is one that we have a yellow form for. If they did not unable to provide their identification, they will write down the driver's license or last for the social, and put that in here if they're unable to make a copy. They are not required to go on a separate list. They're on the same list. So these are in order as your list is.
Thank you.
And you have checked these and this is.
Yes, ma'am. There's a check to the right of that license number and an initial. So one of our office staff goes in and confirms that whatever the license number is that they provide is correct, or the last for the social. This form does allow for one or the other, and we do check them in our system to make sure they're valid before we bring them to the board meeting.
Okay, that's the one.
It's kind of scary seeing a date of birth of 2007. Oh.
Isn't it?
witnesses are.
Of all, there's 3 of those. And I checked the signatures against to make sure they hadn't mixed them up. So we do look at the person's name, the address, and being in this case that he's referencing is we've got 3 of them that came in together or within a short period of time by mail. And the witnesses are family members, but everything matches to the correct person in the given areas required.
It's good to get a signature you can read.
You get a lot of doctor signatures.
Yes.
Candace, if they don't have a date stamp on it, does it mean they came in the mail or?
Means somebody forgot to date stamp it, or it could have come in upstairs at the library. So I think one of the new people got it this week, yesterday, and didn't date stamp it, especially if it's several of them.
Not that I'm looking at dates of birth on these, I promise, okay? But what's really interesting now is when you're trying to check ID for, legal age stuff and all the new, they're all different now because they've changed styles where the date of birth is good luck finding it.
Be expert by next year, end of next year.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna know exactly when they got that license, what year.
All right, we all had a chance to review the 13 absentee ballots. May I please have a motion to approve the properly executed 13 civilian absentee ballots?
I motion that we approve the properly executed 13 civilian absentee ballots.
Do we have a second? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Unanimous.
All right, I'll start down here and get them to start opening these ballots. You've got one overseas ballot. This is gonna be the OBR, so you've got one of those. You'll have that ballot. You're looking for 2 signatures, and you're also looking for the ID. It is in there. This one actually has the request form with it because in one spot she put a different address, but she is a Union County resident. It populated the forwarding address in the event that we mail her something, which is to her child's house, not in the county.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Tap it down, open it up. She has it on that one, sorry.
I hope I'm an expert by the time it gets big numbers, yeah. I think that is actually yours to keep. All right, so they've gotten an empty envelope with nothing in it here, and we're just gonna double check and make sure not the one before it, and it is not. So it is blank.
Is that one of the 3 that were?
I think there were 2 groups that were like family groups.
You got 3 of them that
No.
same last name? You got?
It's not though.
I was wondering, because that
I saw you rubbing it and I was like, oh, I wonder if that's empty. Yeah.
I think it's, I thought it was empty.
Yeah, they didn't stick it behind here either.
Wow, how sad they're gonna be, or they are.
So will you notify them that their ballot was not in there and they haven't had it?
So the board can make a decision. I'll have to go reprint reports if you decide to not honor their envelope, otherwise it gets submitted as a blank. It's on the board to decide.
What is the number on that one? The application number? Right,
This is gonna be
notice I'm not,
it's the 6th down.
I'm seeing CIV 65.
No. You can't say the numbers out loud. That's why I
Oh,
said the
okay.
6th one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I was doing good not saying names out loud.
I already went through that one. Might feel like we don't have any that have duplicates. There's someone else with the last name right under it above it.
Yeah.
But they didn't accidentally put it in their envelope. That's what he was asking, if maybe they stuck 2 in one envelope, but we don't have any doubles. And the one that was at that household has one over there. So they put their correct ballot in the correct envelope.
And we have to decide whether we're gonna run all new reports.
But it's easy to run a new report, but what the board has to decide is if you will be, what you typically do is put a blank in because they sent back nothing. So the board needs to decide if you are running a blank or if you do not want to do that and want me to call in and tell them they did not send the ballot.
If there's enough time, I would lean towards that solution. I think,
I
you know, I know we've got 2 people doing stuff, things kind of could go awry.
I think you're gonna need a motion then
Yeah.
to reject that ballot.
Yes, my only thought is, and I agree with the general principle to do that, but what if the intention was not to submit a ballot?
That's for the 5-member board to make a decision one way or another, make a
What was your
motion and
question?
run with it.
What if the intention was not to submit a ballot? If they're,
Why would they have asked for one if they weren't going to submit?
I'm just raising it as a possible question.
I think
never
we
saw
should give them
any
the
time.
option of submitting a ballot if it was their intention to submit a ballot.
I just thought it was something that we did when a ballot came in with something it needed to have or whatever, we let them know and gave them another chance.
That's what I was thinking.
And
Whatever the board decides
since
on.
we have this much time, if we didn't have very much time, but since we have this much time, I just thought maybe they could be notified.
They may have just sealed it and just forgot to put it in there, thinking they did.
I mean, we've gotten them in the past in the clear sleeve, but it's not in there today.
Yeah.
Well, then, will the board entertain a motion? Would like to make a motion?
I'll make a motion that we give them the opportunity to remedy their ballot.
Okay, we have a motion to contact the voter to inform them that the envelope received did not have a ballot in there and give them the opportunity to correct that. Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Okay, so just so the board knows, what will happen is this one will be spoiled and they will be reissued a whole nother packet. They will have the opportunity to submit everything over again and we will call them if they give us a phone number and make that contact. These are gonna be no good. So if the board wants to make a motion on the other 12, and I'll get them reprinted while we run the other stuff in the, room over here.
So are you gonna call them first before you send out the packet? Or-
We call them before we send it, yes.
All right, so then, based upon the blank ballot that was received, can I get a new motion to approve the properly executed 12 absentee ballots?
So moved.
Second, your second? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, and then y'all already looked at the overseas one, were y'all gonna
Yes,
make a
ma'am.
motion on that one?
May I please have a motion to approve the properly executed one overseas ballot, absentee ballot?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, so if Ms. Bossbach will go ahead and call out the number for our new seal, and we'll get our note taker to take that, if y'all separate this one. The original.
124-135. 124-135.
And can you see that one from there, so you can give them the old number?
Yes. 124-362.
All right, and we'll go on over here and get these scanned in. And if y'all will bring all of your printouts, I'll take those and I'll get the new one.
It's my brain.
Philip, your number's changed to 13 now.
Chairman, are you sure you don't want the head of the table?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
I hope y'all take this and that. Those, everyone. Thank you so much. And then I'll run, go get the printouts. This one. All right, and if y'all will go ahead, your son, thank you. Go ahead and cut this one. If you've got the scissors, whoever wants to cut it. And then this go on top of there. So he's gonna print your 0 sheets. There's 2 of them. One's for the box, one's for notes, and then at the end, we'll end up with $13 because one had nothing and is gonna come back another day.
We have,
Maybe an initial or something?
This is
scratch?
pretty unofficial, it's just my notes, yeah.
Okay.
And then, yes, ma'am, put that in there for me, and I will be right back.
Yes, ma'am.
There's one right over there.
I got one.
what's the date? Today's the 20th. You got the 20th.
Today the 21st.
Okay, so we got the 21st, the 28th, and then they've got, that gives them 2 weeks that they want
So, yeah,
to,
as long as it's in by 5 o'clock the day before election, they're good.
yeah, for that matter, if they're in the area and they want to vote in person, they can do that.
Yeah, if they have to read through it.
Yeah.
See, you know, until they do something, you know,
Just forgot to put it in.
they don't do.
Philip, isn't that correct? That
Yeah,
if that
it's
ballot is marked as spoiled, then
Yeah.
alternatively, they could show up for early voting.
I mean, they can still, even if they get a ballot in the mail, they can, as long as they have
You know,
it
you're in
returned
the
and
dark.
voted it, they can still.
Okay.
Show up and vote. These are just zeros, you don't sign. 2 copies of them. Yeah, they can still show up in person.
It's not a good culture to have, so.
Whereas if we had just said it was a blank, then they would have been,
They're counted as votes.
okay, so I'm glad we took that.
Nobody has smoked in my family.
It's not the first time it's
I don't
happened,
really
for sure.
know anybody that smokes.
Well, you notice I was over there looking for my printouts that I had had my hands on 3 minutes before. Last night I found myself feeling grateful. I remember the days when our phones were attached to the wall, so you never had to look for it. That was such a great time.
That was one of the things I was before to begin with, but man, that I hate like getting 3/4 of the way into the store and then realizing you have to go back to the car to get the stupid mask. I hated that. Remember that? Oh. And I would never remember to grab it. You would think after time and time again it would be habit, but no.
A lot of things have changed through the years.
Mhm.
Back on it.
Yeah, that was me wandering around my house at 5 o'clock this morning going, where's my phone?
Yeah, I did that the other night. I went to charge it on the nightstand and I went to reach for it because I'm a game addict. And as I was getting it to charge it, pulled out of it and it slid on the floor. And I caught the devil trying to figure where my phone go. I'm that time that I'm under the bed with the broom, raking. I'm under the nightstand, I'm on the dresser. I was like, it's in this room. It's cold and I could hear it.
That's funny.
I didn't have a way to call mine. I got rid of my
It's the house
landline.
phone. See, I still got my landline.
I got rid,
Yeah, that includes
I'm
the
on,
12 plus the one,
Yeah, it was 14, we can keep that one out, so.
right?
There's 13, yeah, there's showing 13.
I was on Windstream
Well, and she's got, I don't know if y'all want to see the paper
Yeah.
again, but there were two with this
last
last name and now
year.
it's
It
only
went
this
down.
one.
They were
So
doing
it's
construction,
really-
building a
So
roundabout.
we'll get her to
And the whole
sign.
neighborhood
that
went
one.
down, and it was down for
Yeah,
14
sorry,
days.
Wow.
And I thought to myself, if I have this for an emergency, and they're gonna let it go down the whole neighborhood for 14 days, I was like, nah, there's no point in me.
We'll get y'all to sign that one and this one, which reflects 12 and 1. So
No,
this
it
has
didn't do anything. Oh,
that one too.
Yeah, she said that's.
Yeah, so that way it reflects that we have 13 ballots. We have 12 civilian absentee by mail ballots, 1 overseas ballot, and then we'll have 5 signatures on each sheet. Y'all got the 0 sheet that you signed, and now you've got the other sheet that shows that you have 13 ballots for today. We'll take the ballots, put them together, and we'll let Ms. Bosbach put them in the box. We'll put them in the new house right there. Put them up your sleeve. All right, close her up. Oh, wait. Put these in this box. Here.
Certainly at a mediation today, and of course, you had a lot of downtime when the mediator goes to the other room, talking to the gentleman about old days and, old things that used to happen, and phones was one of them, but I said, I still remember powdered milk.
I do too. I still remember the dying phone call.
My dad,
phone booths.
would get a gallon of milk, and then he'd cut it with the powdered milk. And
Yeah.
us kids would be like, oh, please, let me get a glass before you cut it.
I hate that powder.
Oh, God forbid you get a chunk.
But they still have
I
it in
remember
stores now.
The milk
Yeah.
man running too.
Yeah, we had that too on the side of the house, the little milk box.
I still use powdered milk in my bread recipes.
I get the liquid.
Yeah. Oh, that was horrible, that
Yeah.
powdered milk. And I remember he kept it underneath the sink.
Oh,
He forgot that
somewhere where
box.
they can keep it dry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. But we go through so much milk in my house, the 10 of us, with 10
Oh, wow,
kids,
okay.
yeah. So he was cutting it a lot.
Nobody's grandson, well, my grandson gets his own, but.
We're all sealed up, we tallied to the correct amount, and we are on our way back out to the tables.
Very good, thank you.
Thank you.
That was quick and painless.
That's right.
Cool, I got a choral concert to go to tonight.
Thank you.
Wow. At Russell. How special. 250 more what? Oh, really? Is that all they mailed out?
How many have you mailed us so far?
Only have
I
gone
think
through.
about 400.
Oh, 400.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, they're all,
I can print it out. I'll have it at the next meeting
And the deadline was
today.
today.
At 5 o'clock. So the deadline for absentee by mail has ended. That doesn't mean we won't still receive part of those 400-ish back. We'll check the portal, the online portal from the state where they can apply for them on there. Check our emails, see if we received any by email for the UOCAVAs, the overseas, and then process those, and that'll be it unless someone tears them up. Or if they spill something on them, then we'll do reissues. So that concludes my portion, unless y'all have any questions.
Thank you. All right, the next item of business, general discussion. Anything good for the order? Hearing none, may I please have a motion to adjourn?
I move we adjourn.
Second, please.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Same time, same place, next meeting.
I have to decide if I'm gonna go try and do a dog rescue this evening.
Well,
Philip, you get this?
For the notes.
You get this?
A realtor friend of mine called me from down at the beach and said there's an emaciated